Wait. We've already seen all this before. It's the Hohem iSteady X. There's really not that much that's all that different here. It's the same gimbal, but with some new bells and whistles. So I don't want to get too deep into the reeds with features and build quality and all that stuff because we've already seen all this before. Let's test it out for what's different. And to test a gimbal, let's go gimbal mode. Well, not with this one. Let's go gimbal mode and take this out of the house and have a talk about what makes this, the new V2, actually special and different. Let's go. Okay, so honestly, the best feature of this new system is that we're no longer reliant on using the smartphone to track your face. And because of that, we can use whatever app we want. So right now I'm using Filmic Pro in their highest 4K resolution. But honestly, it doesn't really do a great job of automatically adjusting for stuff. So if that's what you're looking for, I mean, obviously this is very much a vlogging tool. That's not going to get you the best. Now you're going to see the best rendition of how gross I look right now, but that's not the best for me. So let's try the iPhone app. And yep, this is still tracking me. All right, now we're using the stock iPhone camera app. And although the bitrate isn't nearly as high, I look much better. At least I think that I do. Getting some AI, some computer learning algorithms in on here to make me look a little bit better, to balance things out a bit, to kind of limit a bit of the shine that's on my head. Now the nice thing about using this is I'm not in the Gimbal app, so I'm not beholden to their system. Sorry, Hohem, but nobody makes the camera apps the way that Google and Apple do to make things easy, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make things easy for vloggers. And so this is easy. I'm not really trying that hard to point the camera at my face, but it's doing a pretty good job. Now, this thing is a bit weighted toward the back because I have that microphone on it, but it's still doing a pretty good job of keeping up. So let's see how things look if I switch to the actual Hohem app. All right, so here we are recording in the Hohem app at 4K 60p, because that's what we like to do here. Just right off the bat here, I can see that my exposure isn't quite what it was before. Things are looking a little flatter. Oh no, that's not good at all. So yeah, you could always get the tracking inside the gimbal apps themselves. That's always been a possibility. But unfortunately, that means that you are still using the gimbal app to get your video. And it's not great video. And I've always advocated for opening it up and allowing us to use the actual stock camera apps. But see, the problem there is these things still need to be registered. So I can't just turn on this gimbal and Bluetooth pair it. It forces me to have to register this thing through the Gimbal app, even though this gimbal, for the first time, is fantastic for using without the Gimbal app. Heck, it's great for using without even a phone. You can stick whatever you want in here, enable the AI tracking, and it will do what you want it to do. Previously, when this thing came out, it was not fantastic at face tracking. And by previously, I mean the V1 of the iSteady X. I tried it out and oh boy, it got confused all the time, didn't track me very well at all. Over the months, I don't know how long it's been quite a while, they improved the firmware, they made it better. And so now even the original does a great job of tracking if you're using the Hohem app. you're not, you can do whatever you want now. Just use the camera on this. You can use a GoPro, you can use a potato. It will continue to track you in pretty much the same way. So if you want to know more about the build quality, you know, just the rundown of how all this works, feel free to check out my Hohem iSteady X review previously, because I already talked about that stuff. There are no surprises here. This is almost completely identical to the original, except that it has added these AI functions and, you know, the little light on top. So there you have it, the new Hohem iSteady V2. Not entirely new, but one might argue something entirely different, because I don't seem to recall being able to use the original iSteady with a potato. That's, you know, that's a thing. Or other devices. So, if you like face tracking, you like shooting with potatoes, this is the one for you. Or, you know, GoPros and action cams and stuff like that. Anyway, until next time, go take some photos. Oh, and if you're still here, feel free to check out my new merch store. There's a link down in the description for cool shirts like this. So you can go take some photos.